Created in 2002 by Elon Musk, SpaceX brought great advancements to the field of space exploration. This company is driven by a goal of making spaceflight routine, affordable, and make humans multi-planet species. To achieve these goals, they have created reusable rockets like the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. Due to its reusability, the Falcon 9 will only cost approximately $57 to $62 million to launch, less than $2,500 per pound. This cost is significantly less than what other U.S. companies like NASA charge. Technology entrepreneur, investor, and engineer Elon Musk added SpaceX to his growing list of companies in 2002. Before SpaceX, Musk made his first statement in the business world as co-founder of PayPal. From then on, his influence and power has grown as he has started new companies and projects such as Tesla along the way. SpaceX is just one of his many responsibilities, but it is very important to him as he sees a great future in space travel.
Elon Musk created SpaceX with the ambitious goals of reducing the cost of access to space, improving reliability, and eventually helping to place humans on Mars. SpaceX designed and built the Falcon 1 as its first rocket due to its minimal size and complexity to reduce financial risk if the project was unsuccessful. It stands 70 feet tall with a diameter of 5.5 feet. The Falcon 1 is capable of placing a 1,400-pound payload into low Earth orbit, usually a small satellite. When NASA called for a spacecraft capable of delivering supplies to the International Space Station, SpaceX proposed Dragon, a spacecraft already undergoing private development. SpaceX brought the Falcon 9 into production along with Dragon, as this new generation of the Falcon rocket would boost Dragon into orbit. The Falcon Heavy provides a cost of roughly $1,300 per kilogram of payload, while the Space Shuttle costs approximately $60,000 per kilogram.
Following two unsuccessful launch attempts, Falcon 1's third attempt to launch was made on the 25th of March, 2006. The launch quickly failed when the first stage engine lost thrust 34 seconds after liftoff, resulting in the rocket falling into the Pacific. The Falcon 1 flew again in March 2007. As the first stage separated, it clipped the second stage engine. This contact pushed the second stage off course, requiring a maneuver to reattain its planned trajectory. As such a heavy and large rocket, the Falcon 9 needed to be built both strong to withstand the stress of rocket launch and landing, while still being light enough to lift and land. After many broken landing legs, valves, and other mission-critical failures to both hardware and software, the aerospace engineers at SpaceX have redefined the Falcon 9 to be as safe as possible.
Pretty much everyone that I've worked with and that I've talked to are very motivated individuals. They're very dedicated to the mission at hand, and they want to do their best work because they we all really love what we do. So I think that kind of contributes to the environment that we work in, and I think it's kind of like the secret sauce as to what makes us special is that everyone really wants to be doing what they're doing, and that's why we're so successful is because we have that working environment. A lot of people misrepresent what the benefit of space travel, space tourism, any of those, what space is in general. But in a societal impact, normalizing the travel to space and making it a possibility is really the best way I think that we have of becoming a permanent species. And that's kind of it's a threefold thing, really. First off, accidents happen all the time. That's how the dinosaurs got wiped out. It's important ways in preserving us as a species. In something as complicated as rocketry, failure is going to happen. And in terms of mitigating that failure, we do quite a bit. I don't know if you've ever heard of a thing called fault tolerances, but especially on Crew Dragon, it's most man-rated spacecraft are too fault tolerant, which means if one thing fails, you're still good. If another thing fails, you're still good. If a third thing fails, you're probably not okay. Mm-hmm. And that mitigates pretty much that is our main focus on mitigating problems is being too fault tolerant on all fronts, especially on Crew Dragon program. But in terms of just failures in general, I think that there's a pretty strong attitude for test like you fly. Man, that's always a tough question. I believe Elon has us on Mars within 20 years. Whether that's like doable or not is yet to be seen. I personally think that it's very much doable, especially seeing how far SpaceX has come in 10 years, you know?
Yeah.
Like 10 years we've gone from zero market share launching our first rocket, failing 3 times in a row, to the vast majority of the launch market share. I think we have something like 70% of it. And like we're looking forward to the future, you know? So I think in terms of whether or not it's doable, I think as long as we like maintain dedicated to the mission and like understand like the risks involved and do our due diligence, I think it's very much possible.
As SpaceX continues to innovate and improve the technology in the space industry, it marks a new step for humanity. The Falcon rocket is just a step in the plan to expand space travel, exploration, and even colonization. As the human race makes this leap, it shows promise to help overpopulation and push the bounds of the conceptualization of our surroundings and origins as we know them. These benefits do not come without risks of failure that are not yet known to mankind. But as SpaceX and their rockets continue to take to the skies, it's important to stay hopeful. If risks like these are not taken, the world would not be driven forward. Each time a rocket flies, we must think about the strides we have made in technology and the problems we have overcome to continue the development of our understanding of the extraterrestrial world.